Wait until the VOD comes up after stream. I suppose to summarize it is that all you need to know is that I pulled a $50 card from a $120 box. Something along those lines. Alright, that's Genshin. Turn that off now. We don't need the background music. Minimize that. Wait until this is all fully loaded. There we go. I think the first thing I need to do, though, is change my settings. So I was playing this a little bit of this yesterday, so I had to put my FPS back up to 60. 50 USD is roughly 72 Canadian. So I probably made half my box then from pulling that Mulcharmy. Yeah. Better than pulling 2 secret rares that don't even add up to 50 bucks, I guess. Of course, now the question is, I need to find someone who actually wants that card. I'm sure there's probably someone in my locals who probably wouldn't mind having it. I don't care for it myself. And again, the one that was released in the previous set, Mulcharmy Fualos, that one's a far better card because its effect applies to special summoning from the deck or the hand or something like that, which happens a lot more than special summoning from the graveyard or banishment. Got an Apple mouse today. It's the one with the charging ports at the bottom. People complained about it when it first came out. Oh, that's neat. Does it work with your MacBook? Alright. Don't got anything in the mail, because we checked that last time. But yeah, I think there's an event happening. Yeah, here we go. Springtime Charms. The latest Chinese New Year event that always happens in Liyue, and the Lantern Rite is what it's actually called. Alright, and there's also a check-in event. From February 1st, we'll get pieces of mail that give us all this free stuff. And then for 7 days, we get to check in to get some free stuff. On that note, I still have this thing going. There's 100 primos. As long as I log in for the next 2 days, I should be able to get these 2 things. Get that. Alright. Story quests? What story quests? Oh. Right, we still have to do those quests. Do those some other time. Kinda hungry, but you're dead. What do you eat? Brains. Are you a zombie knight? Are you knight zombie? Because if you're a zombie now, then the only thing you can eat is brains. Preferably human brains, but I think but you probably could eat animal brains too. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna focus on this quest right here. Liyue celebrates, and 8 adepts face a hidden calamity, which is the Lantern Rite festival that happens around this time in Genshin Impact. So we gotta go all the way back to Liyue to do just that, instead of hanging around in Natlan. How do you know if you're a zombie or a ghost? Well, if you're a zombie, you would probably your skin would probably be a little discolored from lack of blood.
Wine tastes the same.
parts of your body are probably falling off from rotting, or probably also wouldn't be able to move very well because of your body stiffening from being dead or something like that. You'd be more physical if you were a zombie, but if you were a ghost, then you could like pass through walls and stuff, but you wouldn't be able to pick up anything. All right, we're gonna go this way. Take a stroll around Leeway Harbor. Hopefully there's some voice acting this time, because lately there hasn't been much voice acting due to voice actor dispute. Good old Hu Tao.
She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi?
Depends. Is she going to be able to say hi back?
Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
Oh, Zhangling.
What the? Oh, Xiangling!
Zhangling.
I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite. Hope I didn't scare ya. Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hu Tao. I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now, or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
Oh. Whole struggling moving skin discomfort when you were alive.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it? A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite. But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately. Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space. I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon. Paimon was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
But you never seen Hu Tao like this before. What could it possibly be? Just then you feel something cool against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. Oh. Guess who? Ah, wonderful. You still remember my voice. That means, well, you don't apparently have a voice, unfortunately. Hu Tao's not voiced in this due to the voice actor dispute. But yeah, there's her new costume, which you can purchase in-game if you have Hu Tao.
Wow, Hu Tao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
I like the reaction. Yeah, double thumbs up, boys. All thanks to Zhangling. Apparently it was a custom made by a designer from Fontaine. Ah, yeah. No more Pyro Boob Lady? I don't think she's particularly well endowed, but sure.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off, so it was no trouble at all.
Well, that's good. Thanks again, Zhangling. You have exquisite taste. Got him.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, Hu Tao, what's been bothering you? Well, my voice actor no longer exists, so... yeah. Why would you ask that as my tone of voice? What tone of voice? You don't have a voice. Not as sweet and melodious.
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hu Tao.
You mean
but we're your
Movika. She's still
friends.
around.
You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
She's not in this event, but she's still around. Trying to hide anything from you, I promise. I've just been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
Uh-huh, so you see, it's part of my duty as the director. Besides, it's Lantern Rite. I don't want you worrying about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival. So relax, everything will be okay, because Director Who will find a way.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Yep, it's a doozy. I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall. Let's go get Ketching. She'll know what to do.
Huh? You think Kuching would be able to help?
She can at least teach Hu Tao about work-life balance.
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do.
Ooh, a street fair.
Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us. Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuses.
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
How about this? You guys go on ahead and I'll meet you at the fair when I'm done. Sounds good?
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at Wan Min Restaurant? My treat, of course.
She's the chef of this Wan Min restaurant. Because a lot of voice actors quit then. I don't think they necessarily quit. It's more like they are against the usage of AI to help out or even replace voice actors. Like the whole thing of the dispute, it's a strike. The voice actors don't want their talent agencies that hire them to use AI to either supplement or even replace them. Something along those lines. And until they can come to an agreement, then games that need their voice lines don't get to use them. Because if they use them, then the voice actors can actually like take legal action against them or something like that.
Me neither! Paimon's drooling already.
Of course, the reason why Paimon and Zhang Ling still have their voices is because they're part of a different voice actor talent agency, and not a specific one that's apparently, unfortunately, prevented some people to voice. Should just replace them? Well, that's also the problem. They don't want to be replaced by AI, and they also don't want well, I'm not sure. But they definitely don't want their jobs to be taken by AI, because that's kind of what's going to happen when AI progresses in the way it's been progressing. There we go. That starts the quest. Springtime Charms first stanza. Oh, hey, we can go and bug her. But yeah, that costume, that you can actually buy that for real money. You just need 1,350 Genesis crystals, which is about that much, 25 bucks. Sadly, I don't have Hu Tao, and I wouldn't even buy it anyway. I don't buy any of the costumes. Should just use AI faster. No, but the strike is about not using AI. So suggesting that they should use AI is kind of like the whole point. Oh, Kaching doesn't have her voice actress either. This is a custom gift envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madame Lanyan, please take a look.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
New character, by the way. She's a 4-star that you can get right now. That's right, these are special edition fortune coins issued by the coinage office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Guyan sigils that represent different blessings. Take this one for example. This design
the sign
is...
of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity.
Something better than a hot cup of tea to help you on a cold late night? Yeah, tea probably does sound good. I don't drink tea, though. I'll just settle for something hot. Some kind of hot food or something. I gotta do different sounds for each voice. I'm not really in the mood to try to stretch my vocal cords at the moment.
Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry.
Especially when I still have this
got a little
cough.
carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhang.
None taken, Madam Lan. Really, it's my honor to meet a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyu Vale and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts.
You flatter me, Lady Yuhang. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
No need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Guyan sigils is very impressive. A rare find in the Liyue Harbor of today. True rare or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of intrusion in this area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself on my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhang.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Ah, Traveler and Paimon, and Zhangling too. I was just thinking about you this morning, wondering if I get to see you during the festival. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. Oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has had so much to do this lantern rite. Before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lan Yan, Master Craftswoman from the Chenyu Vale Artisans Association. She kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In a short while, you'll get to see her work.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madam Lan.
Madam Lan, allow me to introduce...
The Traveler, his buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Seems you're getting carried away again, Madam Lan.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting. Meeting these 3 people I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance.
Cabinet full of tea, but still haven't found anything better than green tea. I've heard green tea can be good.
I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite.
Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Nice to meet a master craftswoman.
Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you'll like to see it. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you? Can you use ChatGTP to do the voices? Probably, but I'm not going to. Alright, just to satisfy you, Knight.
Osmanthus wine.
There's your Pyro Booba woman. She's even all lit up for you. Also, something I should also point out, too, is that if you recall the last time I played Genshin and I did those rolls where I got her, Ketching, and Mona, I actually, off-stream, I actually worked up another 10 roll. And, oh, where is she? And I managed to get the other 5 stars, Sitlali. So there's her. Here it is. This is a game for the street fair where you duel with rattan figures. It's called Immortal Combat. There are 8 rattan figures in total, and thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 Adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
Jealous you wish you were her motorcycle? Everyone wishes they were her motorcycle. Not actual Adepti, but 8 legendary people said to have Adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 Adepts.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
They were only around for a short time, and it was 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, so their stories aren't nearly as well known as those of the actual Adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Mingzhou lantern when you arrived in the harbor?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Yes, it said that during the Archon War period, there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit. A tree who was also a god, named Tao Do.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Du.
Oh, Tao
So
Do.
Tao
Okay.
Du is the giant tree?
Tao Do. This tree is a god? Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Tao Du was the realm of the dead, and if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond that tree and into the afterlife.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taudu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it.
When the Archon War arrived, Tao Du was dragged into the fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
Oh no. And then what?
And then everyone died. The end.
That's where the sanctification of Tao Du comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis and laid down a great magic array to purify Tao Du.
Exactly. After that, Tao Du's remains sank into the ley lines and became a border, separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
Wait. The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guiqiang one, a Lianshan one, and...
Right, the 3 hermits of Guizhang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Tao Du. Collectively, the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizhang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
I know one of the hermits was Wind Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Huiman divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyu Vale. His descendants became the Lan clan and kept the art of Huiman divination alive. Madame Yan, correct me if I'm wrong?
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim. Although my personal knowledge of Cheeman divination is
Cheeman.
very patchy.
Not Huiman. Second hermit's story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line and became known to the people as the Yunlai Angler. Well, that kind of sounds like someone we might know. You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship, which is the style I trained in. Both that style and its more ancient variant have their origins in the Yunlai Angler's rod-wielding techniques.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel. So what about the third hermit?
That would be the Wuwang Kid, also known as Old Man Wuwang. Story goes that he always presented himself in child form. As a hermit, his expertise lay with Qi Huang sigils, which he used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from the encroaching presence of death. The Wansheng funeral parlor should be best acquainted with his story, since their founders were said to have studied under the Wuwang Kid. They were just ordinary people like you and me, but when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals. But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well these Guizong hermits sound pretty legit. How about the two sages and the three beasts? What's their story?
One was Sage Hu, a master of gourd crafts, and the other was Sage Yan, an expert in bronze mirrors. Very little information survives on these two. All we know is that they practice the secret art of Lianshan, earning them the title of the two sages of Lianshan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
As for the three beasts, their retreat was Mount Tao Du, hence the three beasts of Tao Du. As their title suggests, these three were not humans.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
They were Ganyu?
Huh? All three of them?
No, Ganyu just strolled up. Happy Lantern Rite, everyone. She also doesn't have her voice actress.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
Boy. Geez, sound a little more excited there, Paimon. No, you're not interrupting
Of course
anything.
not.
What is it? Ningguang's back? Yes, the others have arrived too. Got it, thanks. Apologies, everyone, but I gotta go. Ganyu and I have important work to attend to.
Aw, what? Not you too. Seems like everyone's busy with work.
Know what it's like. The festival season is upon us, so it's all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry, everything's fine. As you should focus on enjoying everything that the street fair has to offer. And if you find anything is not to your satisfaction, we will welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone. 1 second, Ganyu. What is it? Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself.
The traveler's being especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being. Well, what other option does he have? It's not like he can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care, and I hope you'll do the same.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
Perfect. Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor? Okay, let's go.
And I think the event has now started proper. We got a whole bunch of shit to do. And we get a whole bunch of stuff if we do it all. An Immortal Combat, custom gift envelopes. And we have to complete a certain quest to unlock this one. Ah, okay. Got a reason to actually explore Leeway. I see Yao Yao. Oh, that's just a blessing.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Leo.
Of course, we still have the main quest to do, so we'll probably do that first. Oh.
They're huge and so shiny.
Lady Yuhan said they're fortune coins. Go on, give them a rub. It'll bring you good luck.
I found one of those toys.
So lively! This is how a festival should. New year always brings new perspectives.
Are these lanterns? Nope. They're toys that shoot fireworks. New to this year's festival. You should try them, Paimon.
Guess we match the pictures on them. Okay, cool. There's another one of those coins.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a
Where has Master gone this time?
That must be all the way up there.
I can't wait to see.
The Hilichurl chilling on a rock. I guess that's it. All the way up there. You can kind of see the two dots right here in the explosion. Oh, hey, here's Amber. Oh. He's apparently here for gift envelopes. We haven't done yet. Apparently we triggered the quest, even though we were not trying to go to the quest. So in other words, Butler On, would you like to go with without the drums?
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
Understood. What about paper effigies for burning? We could do mansions, chariots, boats, sedan chairs.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown? Something to please the family, but not too over the top. Does that sound all right?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who.
Great. And we'll be providing your own cinerary casket?
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Gloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, and insect resistant. What about the mourning tent and the procession? Did the family say what style they want? We certainly keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want the public speculating about why the Feiyun Commerce Guild couldn't seem to afford a proper funeral.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Very well. And my suggestion for the tent would be sloped roofs. One with a rigid spine, 2 of them curved at the top. 36 seats, no more, no less, all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk. They should be decorated with the Feiyun symbols. At the front, we want a moon gate, a grand preceptor armchair, and bamboo railings. Sufficiently grand, but tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, Butler On?
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
That can be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
And the carriage?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
Any ceremonial weaponry or such?
Yes. 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners. 4 items per set.
Okay, for the gold weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the mace, battle axe, stirrup, and fist. So 2 each of those. And then we could do 2 clear passage banners, plus 2 each of the flying tiger, flying carp, and flying turtle banners.
That will do nicely.
Alright, last thing. How about the hanging banner and the portrait pavilion?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do 1 incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
Man, who knew that funeral planning would be so detailed? Did you want that embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is a large, prosperous family with 4 generations living under one roof. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Added to that, he has reached a ripe old age, lived a virtuous life, and is spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he's lived a very complete life. In which case, I recommend embroidering a bats of longevity motif and a cranes and deer of youth motif to pass on his good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent! I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
Of course, think nothing of it. Miss Bywin?
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningguang has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Eugene Terrace.
Wow, that was quick. Alright, I'll have her head over there in 2 ticks. Butler Ann, my sincere apologies, we're afraid I have another meeting to get to.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Fairy, can I leave you to follow up on the Feiyun funeral arrangements?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
The Who family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Ah, and then we arrived.
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh. Any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you, and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. I thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later? Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back. Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us.
Madam Lan? Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone. Butler Anne?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale.
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly.
Oh.
The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition? Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Men magic in Chenyu Vale. Pendhead fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry, look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid.
Yeah.
Please forget I said anything, and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
Don't worry, Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
Shit's going down, yo.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad!
That's not a good sign.
Over here, Xiangling.
Oh.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying R's place. Let's go say hi. Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
That scent. Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out. I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention it. Let's just get him to the doctor.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chenyu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lan Yen. That would be a huge help.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
Meanwhile, you bring Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy, where Baizu takes him to the back room for examination. You're surprised to see two other familiar faces there. Ah. Xingqiu and Xiangyun. Except Xingqiu doesn't have his voice actor. Neither does Xiangyun. Oh god, this is unfortunate. Happy Lantern, right? Here's hoping it will
What do you
be...
mean by that? Oh no, did Did you get sick too?
No, not me. It's all right. These are dear friends. The truth needn't be hidden from them. It's my great-grandfather. A few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed. Now he's slipped into a coma. What is Happy Lantern Rite? In Genshin Impact, around this time of year, like when the Chinese New Year happens, the game celebrates it by doing an event called Lantern Rite, where the main thing is to write something on a lantern and then release it into the sky or release it onto the water in a boat. And it's supposed to like carry your wish out so it can become granted, or carry your troubles away, or something along the lines. It's similar to festivals that are celebrated in Asia.
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We've had several doctors come and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong, and all left without even writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Their way to celebrate the new year? Yeah, pretty much. Well, he is over 100 years old now. It's just struggling to come to terms with it. Our butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that great-grandfather's been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. So I went to take a look, and inside his lordship's room, there was definitely a strange chill in the air, but I'm confident it's not caused by evil spirits. Then what is it? Well, this is just a theory, but I think that it's fine, you could say. It's fetter of death, a sign that death is near.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
Thank you. I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it, but we're as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. I believe my brother's already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baizu can help. My father and grandfather are at home fasting and praying.
Feeling any better?
Now, Timaeus doesn't have his voice actor either. I feel fit as a twiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
Yeah, they're dating. They've been dating since I think since a Valentine's Day event. I can't remember.
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey. Then not resting properly afterwards.
Nah.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizu.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
Yinger says you helped me bring me here. Thank you ever so much.
Yinger, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Dr. Baizu?
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
What do you mean? Baizu's pet snake does not have her voice actor. Baizu wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange and strikingly similar to his lordship's condition. Wait, so Timaeus has the same illness as my great-grandfather?
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
Oh, accelerated aging. What? Really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Baizu, even I've never witnessed such a malady. Unless, of course, it was so long ago that I've since forgotten. Timaeus is in the prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous, but his lordship is so advanced in years already. It's terrible. So something is surreptitiously cutting years off their lives? I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I don't care.
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
Baizu even tried using the secret art on Timaeus earlier, but it was useless. This is a most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Chingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky. Oh, and speaking of Chingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
The Shinsei village, you mean? Yes, we visit there every year during Lantern Rite to run a clinic. But this year, before the clinic had even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seemed urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Chingsa village during his journey.
Oh.
I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
Something's up in Shinsei village. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Shinsei village not too long ago. My father went with him. Ah, just as we suspected. What is it? I've heard the rumors about a god's remains in Shinsa. Is that what's causing this? God's remains? Which one? Firstly, I read about this in a book I bought from a street vendor, so it's not the most credible source. But the book told of a hidden palace in the Chinsa mountain range called the Hidden Palace of Zou Formula. That's actually a domain in the game that you can go into to grind for certain items. It is enchanted with 7 and 8 gates method, with which it suppressed countless evil spirits, the most revered of them being a god known as Tao Do.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
I'm still mispronouncing that.
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Chingsa village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
That's right. The slightest trace of god remains, and Baizu and I would surely have sensed them.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Chingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Anything I can do to help?
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Baizu.
Merely doing my duty. Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Traveler Paimon, it was good to see you, but now I have to return home and relay Dr. Baizu's words to my family. I'll come with you. I want to take another look at his lordship's room. Very well. Hi, everyone, and don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. In all honesty, I've never been as close with my great-grandfather as my father and grandfather. Given his age, he already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
Paimon's a lot smarter than I remember. I guess it's been a long time since we last met.
Hey! Paimon's always been smart.
Sure. You know, recently a phrase that Hu Tao always says has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death. But she must be exceptionally busy these days, as I've barely seen her at all. So how about we all go for meal together in a few days' time? There's a grammatical error. When everything's calmed down. So it's decided. See you in a few days.
Even though Baiju ruled out God remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Du business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Lanyan seems quite knowledgeable about it, too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
First, we're gonna go beat up this coin. Then we're gonna talk to Baizu again.
Something else I can help you with?
Still musing about that, I suppose you're remembering the events with Zhang Li and Zhang Lang from last time? It did cross our minds as well. At the time, we assumed that the god remains in question were the Chi blood, but hearing what Master Xingqiao had to say had us second-guessing ourselves. Perhaps if it wasn't the Qi after all, but Tao Du.
Either way, there's no trace of any god remains on his lordship or Timaeus. There has to be another explanation for their symptoms.
Yes, we'll just have to wait until Chi-Chi comes back. There's another coin. The reason I went up there to begin with was because I wanted to get that telescope I see up there.
Crumble! Rite!
Yeah, there it is. Oh. Some hilichurls dancing next to some fireworks. And that's about it.
Yeah.
I was hoping to make the bell ring. Did I hit this coin? No, I didn't. Good.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
It shouldn't have. I barely lift a finger. Just a person. Well, that's gotta be an understatement. I doubt you carried me all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy by one finger. Honorary knight, I can't thank you enough. Please, let us give you something for your efforts.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
Alright, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
By the way, where did Lanyan go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Hu. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Ying-er, I like 3... Oh, what's this? Is Scent of Spring under new management?
Perish the thought. Miss Yingo, I had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
I see. Well, Miss Temporary New Management, could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Correct. So you probably won't find it on the shelves, more likely hidden in a corner in the back somewhere. Would you mind taking it out?
Not at all. One moment. Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
Oh, a lady of culture, I see. That is not common knowledge.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Wait. I see it now. You're from the land lineage of Chin Yu Vale, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
Your hairpiece. It's the Jade Plume Silverwing, one of the 3 immortals of Tao Do. Am I right or am I right?
How did... Sorry, who are you?
Let's just say I'm a fellow lady of culture, but alas, I'm in a rush today, so I'll have to say goodbye for now. I hope we can meet again soon, Miss Temporary New Management.
Huh? Grandpa was right. Liyue Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Well, that's not the average perfume customer, though.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Well, thank you, Miss Yinger. I was just procuring some perfume from your sign establishment. Your temporary replacement provided a magnificent service.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Ying'er, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform. With the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Ying'er. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
She wanted to meet Hu Tao.
Ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
Oh.
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better.
Something tells me it's that probably was meant to be left behind. Knowing what those kind of figures are like. Oh, hey, there's Eula.
This should be enough.
Except she's about the gift envelopes.
Goodbye.
At least she has her VA.
Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance.
Kitty.
But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
So you're saying she's dealing with a private matter?
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning, but recently she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhongli. He's closer to her than I am.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
That's the English translation from whatever you just heard. That's probably Eugen.
Yeah, Paimon here's singing! Seems like Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi!
Yay, now we get to see Zhongli, who is the character that I'm actually have out at the moment. I hope he has his VA, because I like his VA. Yeah, Yunjin. Nope, he doesn't have his VA. This Lantern Rite sucks. Remarkable, Miss Yun. You have braved fresh life into an old classic, and I dare say surpassed the original. No, she doesn't have her VA either, except for her singing Chinese VA. Flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. I'm just glad my voice held out. I'm a little out of practice.
Nonsense, Miss Yun. You are as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey, Zhongli! Hey, Yunjin! How's it going?
Wow, Traveler and Paimon, what a lovely surprise. It's been too long, old friends. Are you here for the opera?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yun needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
That's okay, Tea Master Liu. These two are good friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing, a few more minutes won't do me any harm.
Aw, thanks, Yunjin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Oh, of course not. I'm guessing you're here for Mr. Zhongli, then. Oh, and how may I be of assistance?
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
The rector is a free spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere.
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Is it something important? The thing she left behind, I mean.
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible, just in case she really needs it.
So we show the figure.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a Pentad Rattan?
Pentad Rattan? So you recognize this?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a Pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life. And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me. I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Madame Lan? You mean from the Chunyun Vale Artisans Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This Pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
I like how the camera focused on Zhongli first, and then it switched over to a Geo slime. The latter is certainly the more compelling theory. Mr. Liu, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors, and also failed to notice the Gunyan sigil on this particular rattan figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
This is the sign of Vasiravana, one of the 4 main exorcism sigils, a most upstanding and auspicious sign, by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, a series of fortune coins bearing the exorcism sigils recently entered circulation in Liyue Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize that, Mr. Liu.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I remember now. And thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Long going around trying to curse people to death.
I guess the rattan figure they found in his lordship's room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring good luck.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Long also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well.
In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
Any idea, Zhongli? Director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She has never mentioned that. But as a director of the Wansheng Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liyue. I would be surprised, and even a little unsettled, if she were truly as carefree as she appears. I agree, I've known Hu Tao for a while now, and for all her intricacies, she takes pride in what she does. As her friends, we should just be there for her when she needs us. Indeed. The director's competence is the only reason I can afford to sit here enjoying a fine cup of tea and listening to opera.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I think Mr. Zhongli just means you should have faith in Hu Tao. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
You two ought to be out enjoying the festivities. The Lantern Rite only comes once a year, so make the most of it. If you're still worried, though, take this. What is it? A fortune coin. It's been recently been customary to give him as gifts, so in the spirit of the season, this is my gift to you.
Wow! Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a Lantern Rite to remember.
Goodness gracious. Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
And funny enough, Zhongli is the Lord of Geo. This is simply a curio I picked up from a street vendor, Master Liu. Almost certainly replica, but I can introduce you to the vendor if you're interested.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then? I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
Traveler, please take this. May it bring you comfort when your mind is troubled.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you.
Joke's on him. I don't need a coin. He's right here, and I have him. I have his constellation maxed out.
Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Very well. The walk will do me good. Friends, may we meet again soon. By the way, I'll be performing the sanctification of Tao Du on the day of the Lantern Rite. That's the one I was just practicing earlier. It's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you could come support me.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there. We were actually learning about the 8 Adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 Beasts of Tao Du were.
Oh, really? Well, for starters, the 3 Beasts of Tao Du are also known as the 3 Immortals of Tao Du. They were the Lone Butterfly of the Crimson Flame, the Jade Plume Silverwing, and the Gold-Eyed Celadon Mare. 3 auspicious beasts, all with the power to take on human form.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The Lone Butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the Silverwing and Celadon Mare? What kind of creatures were they?
Silverwing was a swallow and the Celadon mare was a white horse. Legend holds that after purifying Tao Du, Silverwing and Wind Reader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated into seclusion. Have you ever read Moonlit Bamboo Forest? That story mentions a white horse that roamed the Chinsa mountain range. A lot of people think she was the GoldenEye Celadon mare.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
The lone butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. She was the only one of the 8 to sacrifice herself in this way. Even though the 8 had remarkable powers, purifying a god of Tao Du's caliber was no mean feat. They had to resort to a secret art called the 7 and 8 Gates Array. The method involves obfuscating one of the gates so that evil can't escape. The lone butterfly was in charge of the gate that was chosen to be obfuscated, and so she disappeared from the world in the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
But all was not lost. According to legend, old man Wu Wang, another one of the 8 who looked up to her lot, took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
Exactly. That's where it feels like fate came into play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, some chance meetings ensured that future generations continued using her methods to guard the border between life and death. So although she herself disappeared from the world, her mission to protect Liyue is still alive and well, thousands of years on. Anyway, that's basically the whole story about the 8 Adepts.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
My pleasure. I haven't performed this opera in a long, long time, so I still have a fair bit of brushing up to do before I'm ready. Don't practice too much or you'll tire your voice out.
Hey, guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever! Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat. Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will.
Oh no, that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Here we are. I present to you Chef Xiangling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous. Sounds like you have a tough life, hey, Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
You already have a spirit creature friend. You don't need a second one.
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
Enjoy watching her eat your whole business into oblivion.
Oh, come on! It's only one extra customer.
Bull.
I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side. Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
Well, that completes the first stanza. There's our commissions done just by doing those event quests. Name that. We're now level 7 on the BP. Now we got all these mini games to play. We gotta go to the initial quests to unlock those. Oh, there's Yanfei. Xingyan. Ah, okay. Now I see what that's about. They just shoot fireworks. There's Tainari. I think he's here for one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, gift envelopes.
Ad Astro. Thank you for Ad Astro.
It's just plain stupid.
even the monsters get to enjoy the festivities too. I think that's everything that could be done aside from these mini games. There's more quests to this event, but not until another 6 hours, I guess. Okay, this is a familiar game. Well, that was fun. I'll have to power through the rest of that off stream, maybe. This one's combat.
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Everyone hold hands. Yeah.
Order guide you.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ha! Shine down.
Why did this have to be one of these kind of enemies?
Busted. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Grow, grow, grow.
This is order.
Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge. Take.
Solidify.
Busted. Things are about to get tight.
Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Gather.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now. Busted. There is no escape.
I will have order.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered. Quietly now.
No, I don't want to try again from here. I want to try again at the spot where I can tell it to not be a pain in the ass to deal with. Oh, no, no. I'll probably need those, though. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm over the cold that I had earlier this week, but for some reason I keep coughing and my nose keeps getting stuffed up. And I can't deal with it at the point because my fucking left arm is still goddamn sore from pulling it a couple days ago. I'm more concerned about that than the fact that I'm apparently not over this cold. No, I don't need to see a doctor. I just need my body to piss off.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Everyone hold hands.
Busted. Quietly now. There is no escape.
Oh, that's annoying. Even lowering the difficulty still doesn't stop these guys. I don't even know why we're getting these enemies. These are a fucking Natlin enemy.
We'll have order.
This may hurt a little.
Gotcha. Busted.
Committed to memory.
Illusion shattered.
Solidify.
Inazuma Suma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Order guide you!
Grow!
Game's up! Fun's over!
Sharing my knowledge! Everyone hold hands! Yeah!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
This is order! Crumble!
This event sucks. Jesus Christ. Why am I not getting so many points?
Shine down!
Order guide you!
This way for you, Lily.
Gotcha!
I see everything. Yeah.
Here comes the catch.
This is order!
Grow.
There is no escape! Take it easy.
Hey! Make yourselves at home!
Illusion shattered!
Yeah! Everyone hold hands!
Busted! Quietly now.
This way for you, Lily.
Quake! I will have order!
Shine down!
The Temple of Wisdom!
Game's up! Fun's over! Illusion shattered!
Grow!
Busted! Quietly now.
This way for you. Make yourselves at home.
Here comes the catch.
Oh, okay. I didn't see this. So once we get this thing to 1,200, we get a free 4-star from Leeway, including the new girl. Actually, I know I have her, and him maxed out. I think she's maxed out too. I think she's maxed out. I might still be missing a star from him. You, I only have you as the character. I'm not sure if you're maxed out either. You're definitely not maxed out. You're definitely not maxed out, and you I don't even have. And when we cap out the festival fever, we get this new costume for Shangling. And then there's extra rewards for reaching certain milestones. Well, that's cool. All right. What time are we at? Oh, we're at 3 hours. Probably switch over to something else at this point, I think. You need to play more of this game? Yeah. Not saying you should, but you could. Have a whole bunch of other quests to take care of, but yeah, no, I kind of feel like switching to something else at this point. Probably got like an hour left in the stream. We'll play something retro, I guess. That's what we'll do. First, let's see if we can do some wishes. crazy amount of those at the moment. I can do 2 wishes. Have any retro Pokemon? I was thinking more just playing either more of Donkey Kong 94 or more Zelda Link to the Past. One of those 2 games maybe, but or maybe something that I can beat in an hour like Mega Man X, but actually, no, what? I'm kind of in the mood for Mega Man X. We'll do that. First, we'll do 2 wishes. I don't care for doing any of these ones, though. Not as much as I would like this character, but I don't care for those. They're doing a special wish here, the Chronicle Wish. This allows you to wish for one of the 5 stars from Leeway or certain items. I currently have it set for Xiao because I would like to get some more stars of him. That's nothing. That's just a 3-star. And that's just a 3-star. Cool. Alright, we'll quit out of Genshin and switch over to... Yeah, I'm kind of in the... I'm in the mood for a Super NES game at this point, at the least.